everyone. Hello and welcome to the opening press conference at the 2015 Solheim Cup at St. Leon Ruts Golf Club. It's the 14th edition of this fantastic competition, the 7th time that Europe have played on home soil, but the first ever time they've played in Germany. It's my great pleasure to introduce the two captains who both have a long history of playing in the Solheim Cup. To my far left, the United States captain, Juli Inkster, who's played in 9 matches, and to my left, the European captain, Carin Koch, who's represented her continent 4 times. Today we'll hear from both captains on their approach to the week and their strategy. But first, you were both here 12 months ago for a spectacular year to go event. So, starting with Juli, how does it feel to be back here a year on?
It's amazing how the time has flown by. It's you feel like you've been preparing for a year and a half, and then we had kind of the kickoff a year ago, but it still seems so long away. So, but here we are. My team is very anxious to get out on the golf course and get going. I know I'm anxious to get going. I wish Friday would come quicker, but it's been a great journey for me. I've really enjoyed all aspects of it. I've learned a lot about myself and the players, and it's been very, very rewarding so far.
Okay, Carin, when you were here a year ago, the matches must have seemed so far away. How does it feel to be here finally?
Oh, it's very exciting to be here and to have the week, finally starting. And I agree with Juli, the time has gone very fast. It's not long ago, it was 100 days left, and then there was 60 and 30, and all of a sudden there's, 2 now?
Yeah.
So, no, just very excited. Nice to see the team finally on the course today. And, just so happy with the organization here, and the golf course is in immaculate shape. And, yeah, just very happy to be here.
And Carin, Europe starts out as the defending champions. How confident are you that you can defend the trophy on home soil?
Well, it's going to be a challenge. We have 2 good teams. I'm sure Juli's team is going to be coming out strong. So, we'll just take it day by day, match by match, and really just try to play the golf course as well as we can.
Okay, Juli, you've played in 9 Solheim Cups, but you now have the task of getting USA back into the winning column. Do you like that challenge?
Well, yeah. I mean, as a golfer, you always like challenges, but as Carin said, it's. I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. As also she said, the golf course is in great shape, and everybody was looking forward to going out there and playing it. I love. There's a lot of risk rewards out there, holes that you can either go for it or lay back. But it's a long process. It's a lot of golf. There's going to be a lot of peaks and valleys. There's going to be a lot of highs and lows, and you just kind of have to ride with them. And come Sunday, see how it all shakes out.
Okay, so we'll take some questions for the captains. If you have a question, please raise your hand, and we'll pass the microphone to you. Any more? Over here, Randall.
Juli, as far as the golf course. Could you analyze it for us, just who you think it favors as far as a kind of a player?
Well, it's playing very long right now because it's cold and it's wet, and most of the girls are playing it all the way back. I'm sure they'll move it up a little bit, but it is playing long. The rough is up. You're going to have to drive the ball in the fairway to have some opportunities at birdies. The greens are, to me, pretty basic greens, not a lot of undulation. So I think you're going to see some birdies out there, which will be fun for the fans. And I don't think it really favors. I think it favors somebody that gets the ball in the fairway. I mean, that's what you're going to need. That's the number one priority for this golf course, I think.
Juli, you said a few minutes ago that you've been thinking about this for a year and a half. We pitch up here the day before and get on with it, but you've been involved in this for that length of time. How much time does it actually take to be a Solheim Cup captain?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that I never realized that you have to do, like uniforms and menus, and when you want your team to practice, and who wants to go with who, and just trying to get everybody on the same page. I mean, it's hard to get. I mean, it's hard enough to get me on time, and then I got to get 14 other people on time. So just little things like that. Golf. When I'm playing golf, I just worry about myself, and now I'm worried about a lot of other people. So. Which has been good. It's been great. My team's been very, very good about being where there should be at certain times, and so there's just a lot of intangibles going, leading up to this. It's been fun to do.
So is it actually something of a relief to get going now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very much a relief, and everybody's liked my menu so far, so that's good.
Julie, Michelle Wee was looking very questionable after the British Open for what she would look like come September. Can you talk about where she is now with her health and how you feel like having a healthy, strong Michelle Wee, what that brings to the USA team?
Yeah, she feels great. She says she feels 100%. She played last week at Evian, and how hilly that golf course is, and a lot of side hills, angles. She said she felt great starting it, and when she got done, she felt fine too. So I don't think there's any issue about her health. And yeah, having a strong Michelle Wee is going to be good. I mean, she hasn't played much. That's the problem. I think she's only finished a few rounds from May. So hopefully get the rust off and get out there and play.
Question for both, really. There seems to be a lot of differences involved now in getting women, sort of the top girls ready for golf. And how long, for instance, are they spending on their nails, which have to have this fancy designs on them?
Well, that's probably a question for me. Right? Yeah. Okay. You know what? We haven't spent any times on nails. So it's a different group. So. We're doing fine.
So they've not got all their stars and stripes on their nails as usual?
Oh, they probably do, but not on my time.
I'm sure there'll be some nail polish done in our team room. I know one of my vice captains has offered to help any player that wants their nails done, but
we're women. That's what we do.
Well, it's part of the fun of this event. Yeah. You get to do that, and I had mine done before I came, so. It. I'm one up on that one.
Yeah. You can have that one.
Julie, you had spoken about how you wanted to make this week feel more like every other week on the LPGA. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about one, why you thought that was important, and two, how do you accomplish that? What have you done to the routines?
Well, just as far as practicing, if you don't play 18 holes every day, 18 holes practice round, you don't need to go out there and play 18 holes for 3 days in a row. I mean, if you don't have your husband on the range during warm-up at a regular tournament, he doesn't need to be there during Solheim. If you're only allow an hour, just allow an hour. There's no reason to get there any time sooner. I'm just trying to keep them on their regular schedule of what they do during the tournament. Try not to make it any bigger than it is, and their practice schedule is on them this week. I'm not really requiring them to do anything. They know how to prepare for a tournament, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is just make them just get into their own game and practice the way they would practice for a regular tournament.
Carin, there was a time there where the United States was just dominating this event. What has Europe's recent success winning the last two meant to the Europeans?
I think, it's meant a lot, just to make the matches, more even and to be able to win the last two and make it, the Solheim Cup what it is. And, it's really a showcase for women's golf, and it's our chance to show the world how good we are and how good of golf we play. And then it's more fun if the matches are even and they're, exciting to watch for everyone.